Jimmy, center stage is about to hit different today. We got a guy in the green room. We got someone who's turned his morning routine into a revenue engine, and his name is Joe Fontana.
Yo, what's up, brother?
Hello, John. Quick question. Favorite cigar?
Oh, I like it. Right out of the gate, coming with the thunder, baby. Hands down, it's going to be a Cuba Grande. That's an acid, which is a Drew Estates. Yeah, love that shit. And the crazy part about it is that the hardcore smoker would call me, I guess you just put bluntly, call me a pussy, because it's an infused cigar. I don't smoke from a manhood. I don't smoke from a manhood. I smoke what I enjoy. So those of you that have not tried an infused because you think that it's going to make you look weak in the cigar lounge, give it a try. Stop being such a bitch.
No kidding. The infused cigars. Yeah, so I've had the infused cannabis joints before, but I tend to not because my lungs get too crazy with the infused stuff. I just like to smoke the good flower. But hey, listen, we've got Joe hanging out with us today, and this is not Nation, another just how I became successful story. No. This conversation with Joe today is about engineering your morning for actual results. The guy wore his sunglasses to the show today. He knows about results. See,
it's because I had a flower break earlier myself. I don't want to scare anybody else.
I love it.
See, while most people are building vision boards, Joey's out crushing flour first thing in the morning. Joe's built systems that powered teams at Apple and Nissan, and Joe Fontana is crushing it. Now he's helping others do the same at Buyer Foresight. We hung out a couple days ago for coffee, and I called just ramping with energy here. He just doesn't spot opportunities. Joe creates them. Joe, welcome to the lab, man. And you are in Jersey. And Joe, I got a question to ask every single guest. We're going to set the tune, man. Set the tone. What is Joe Fontana's morning routine to start the day? Maybe there's not one, but what is your routine, brother?
So my routine starts the night before.
Yes.
So every good day starts with the mindset you put into it. So as I put my head down, I am manifesting my day. This is what I expect the first hour to look like. This is what the second hour is going to look like. I am manifesting all of the good things. As the bad things come in, I'm crushing them, kicking them in the fucking dick. I'm also at that point meditating through how rejuvenated and how restored this sleep is going to make me. How the moment I open my eyes, regardless of the time of day it is, I'm going to be ready to fucking go. It's 100 miles an hour, or I'm not getting out of bed until I'm at 100 miles an hour. And then regardless of the time of day it is, when my eyes open, that's it, the day starts. A lot of times I'll ask Alexa what time it is in the hopes of turning over. But my wife taught me this great little trick from a well-known author, Mel Robbins, called the 5-second rule. So when you have a decision to make, especially in the first 30 seconds of the morning, do I want to get out of bed?
Yes.
Do I want to snooze? You got a 5-second countdown. Get the fuck up or just stay in bed until, like John said, until you're ready to go. Because I got my own demons. Everybody does. You wake up angry, you wake up with rage. I do every morning, no matter how I present or prepare myself for the day before. And I won't get out of bed until the head is straight. And if you need a quick, early in the morning, everything fucking sucks, I need to forget about it and get myself rewired instantly, jump into a freezing cold shower. Or end your shower, 30 seconds, ice cold. Your brain's got no choice but to either deal with the stress of that cold water or whatever fucking amalgamation you've created in your head. More often than not, you're going to be focused on that water. You're going to turn it off and you're going to be rocked.
Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt you. My apologies. On that level, I don't, me personally, I don't have the ability to, I'm going to get up. My head's going to be fucked up no matter what time it is. So whether I get up after 2 hours sleep or if I get up after 9 hours sleep because I went to bed early, I get up at the same time every day, knowing that battle is there. And and I'm sharing this with people because if you're the same way, don't sweat it. You learn to manage it quite easily, but you have to put in the work every day. There's times in my life where I have an alarm goes off, boom. I have a second one that goes off 1 minute later. And that 1 minute later is to remind me, hey, if your mind is going down that negative rabbit hole, stop that shit. Let's pull it out. Let's go to the other hole. Let's go to the positive hole. And start thinking about some gratitude. I can literally at that 1 minute mark, I can think about my daughters. I can think about my wife. I can think about shit, there's so many things to think about. Next thing, my brain's giving me the good shit instead of the cortisol, and I'm moving on the right foot.
So, Joey, go ahead, Marty. Go ahead, buddy.
I was just going to add something quickly. I don't know what the scientific term is or the exact stat, but it's impossible for us to wake up positive. So like we all wake up negative. So we're just y'all are just confirming that we're human. Everything y'all said, you just got to fight it. You got to go against it. I just want everyone to know that don't expect to wake up in a positive state, because we don't either. It's impossible. I just wanted to add that in there.
It's because the way the brain was designed, it was designed to wake up and look for threats, because that's having it look for threats is what kept us alive way back when a human being, the number one concern was to survive for the day. So if your brain wasn't picking out threats, something was going to eat you for lunch.
Something was probably eating you already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, for the record, this is an oatmeal t-shirt.
Oh, there you go. Yes, I like it.
Thank you, Joe.
There you go.
I don't know what's up with this guy.
Fontana, so you've mastered the art of bridging sales and marketing, something that many people get wrong. But here's what I'm really curious about. Break down your morning routine pipeline review for us. What numbers do you check first? What patterns are you looking for? What tells you if to or what tells you that today is going to be the day of wasting time? Or maybe thirdly, what tells you that, fuck it, I'm going to go smoke a joint, the day's over with?
I wish I could do that. I'm going to smoke a joint, the day's over with. That would be nice. Indicators that I look at always start with the calendar. What does the day look like?
Yes.
Is this a day that I'm tackling meetings with clients? Am I tackling meetings with prospects? My LinkedIn is an open door, so you can slide right into my calendar, and I'm happy to coach and talk to anybody, from a young sales guy that's trying to sharpen his teeth to a marketer that's trying to find a job, or just a sales rep that knows how to come correct when they prospect. So looking at that calendar is going to dictate what that day looks like, as well as the prep work before I left my desk the night before. So when I leave my desk the night before, my first 30, 60, 90 minutes are mapped out. Just like I try to do when I open my eyes in the morning. But both are always a work in progress, because you can't, that there are going to be landmines, that there are going to be fires that sprout up, but you never know what exactly they're going to look like until you're seeing them on the horizon.
Yeah. Johnny?
No, I love it. The last thing I do before I go to bed is I look at today, make sure that nothing got missed, and then write out tomorrow. And when I write out the things I'm going to do in my morning based on how I'm feeling. And when I wake up, but that first hour, I'm not terribly awake, but the shit that I get done in that first 60 minutes, because it's habit, my body knows how to do this shit without me consciously being there. And so I'm able to get a lot of productivity done in that first 60 minutes, even though mentally you would say I'm not really consciously totally there. So it's a really helpful thing what Joe's talking about. When you write this shit down, it manifests and your brain processes it, wakes up and knows exactly what to do.
Yes. Hey, Joe, before we flip over to the Marty Fit tip, I got a fun question for you. We see all these folks getting up saying, got to crush the cold shower, got to crush the cold tub, all these pseudo-science tips, longevity tips here, there, everywhere, life hacks here, there. Joe, in your experience, what's that one thing, quote unquote, successful people preaching, but from your point of view, Joe, you just didn't fall off the Apple truck yesterday. It's actually just noise. What would you say is just a bunch of noise? You got to get your shit straight, get it done in the evening. What's something you observe, Joe, that you're like, really? Come on, man.
Where do you start? I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my social media tool of choice.
Yes.
YouTube is where I go for shits and giggles. Instagram is where I go when my wife wants to show me pictures of kittens. But I live in LinkedIn. So you got to fucking come correct. The things I love are the kids that have been doing the job for literally 30 seconds, pontificating on how they're going to change the course of an organization by directly working with the CEO. It's the pretenders out there that get me riled.
Yeah, the ones that made $1 million last night and didn't talk about it.
Yeah, the guys that made $1 million last night. Hey guys, here is a outreach cadence that you can use that's going to generate 35 meetings. It's going to save your job. It's going to generate a shit ton of revenue. And all it takes are these 3 bullshit, really simple steps. Come fucking correct with me. we live in a world now where you've got to show you've done your homework, and homework's never been easy and never been fast.
Yeah.
Unless you're an outlier at it. And to become an outlier at it means you had to have done a shit ton of it.
Yeah, I love it, brother. I
That
love
doesn't
it.
come
Are you
easy.
walking the walk, or are you just talking the talk, man? I love it, brother.
It's funny. There's a lot of experts don't post on LinkedIn. I don't believe true experts, true outliers, true owners of their craft are spending their day pontificating about it constantly, unless that is how they generate their revenue. So are you really somebody that's doing that, or are you just talking out of your ass because your mouth doesn't know any better? I know what I'm doing. And to be quite honest, the only reason I've never started a business around building sales teams or training salespeople is because I burnt myself out doing it and don't feel like fucking doing it again. But what I notice is a lot of the people that are out there talking about it 24/7 have got mere minutes of experience, and it's just fucking shitty to see. It's so tiring to see.
Let's do this.